Hi, I'm Catherine Doozer. I want you to notice that today I'm wearing a teal shirt. Teal is the color of designated by the American Cancer Society as representing ovarian cancer. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer 6 years ago. And today I'm here just to invite you to come along that journey with me, which we started filming about 2 years ago. I'm here with my husband, Mark Doozer. It's a beautiful September evening, and you are about to see the first episode of On the Edge of Time. It is a series of conversations that I had with Pastor Stephen Price to document the journey that I was going through.
I'm Stephen Price, interim pastor, First Baptist Church, Gaithersburg, and I'm here with Catherine Doozer, and we're going to talk a little bit about her illness. You and I began having lunch together and talking about this, back in June or July, and at that time you were pretty ill.
Yes, that was actually the first time I thought, gee, maybe I'm going to die from this cancer. And it was strange because it was really just a side effect of chemotherapy that was making me so ill. And, but it was really the first time that I thought seriously about what dying would be like. I mean, ever since my diagnosis 4 years ago, I just thought, well, this is going to shorten my life a lot. And I made arrangements and everything like you're supposed to do, get the wills ready and start talking to family members and all this stuff. I mean, I was ready to go right when I got diagnosed. But things have changed since I was a cancer nurse years and years and years ago, and people are living a lot longer now with the cancer that I have. And so I'm still here, which I didn't think I would be. And I have just put the end part out of my mind again. And until this summer when I had this bad reaction to the medicine, I just didn't think about dying. But, I remember when we first had our first talk, I was like, okay, let's plan my funeral. It was really, it was very serious to me.
And I remember I began making notes as we talked about how you wanted your funeral done. And one of the things that you had said was that being a cancer nurse wasn't really helpful to you because you knew more about what was going on with you than perhaps the average individual knew.
Yeah, I had, I think that was why I was just so, at the beginning, I was so practical with my diagnosis. Okay, I've got the diagnosis of ovarian cancer. It's an incurable cancer, and I'm going to die soon. I'm going to go do all these things that need to be done. I think that's one of the reasons I could do that is because I was a nurse, and I could just handle it as a nurse rather than as me, Catherine, doing this. And I also went to a group of other women that had pelvic cancers, and that group was not for me. I just needed to express myself in different ways. They were totally overwhelmed, of course, by their diagnosis, as most people would be. And but me, I wasn't overwhelmed because I knew everything.
Well, that actually is one of the reasons that we started talking about making this set of videos, is so that, number one, you could have a place to talk bluntly and openly about what this journey is like for you. And journey sounds really trite, but what this illness has been like for you. And to maybe be helpful to some other folks who need to hear from somebody who's walked through this in a way that maybe is a little more blunt and is maybe a little clearer than they might get from folks who are struggling themselves to find a way to make it through this kind of diagnosis.
Yeah, that was my thinking. I had no idea how to do that, though. Whether to sit down at the computer and start writing my story or whatever, that didn't seem good. And I just happened to mention to you, I need to just tell people how it doesn't have to be a death sentence, how it doesn't have to be a glum time in your life, how you can have a cancer diagnosis and still enjoy life and do what you want to do. And you suggested, maybe a little video or documentary or something, and here we are. I don't even know if I know what I wanted to say back then. Such a long time has passed, but yeah, I do hope that in our talking now that we're on video, that something I say will help other people that have, particularly ovarian cancer, and pelvic cancers, because they are not known as being real curable. Obviously, there are always exceptions, and it's amazing from the way I felt this summer when we first started talking, and I was, so sure I was going to be dying. I didn't even think I was going to make it to this Christmas, and now I feel like they must have misdiagnosed me. I feel good again, and I'm just ready to keep on rolling with and living with cancer, and not always thinking, okay, I'm not going to be here, I'm going to miss this, I'm going to miss that. So thank you for watching the first episode of On the Edge of Time. If you want information and links to where you can get information, please like us on Facebook. I hope you like this episode, and I hope to see you next time.